Have you ever wondered what the actual lifeblood of a subcontinent home to over 1 billion people really is? Well, it's not just one thing, it's three, and their incredible story starts way up high in the jagged peaks of the Himalayas. You see, this immense mountain range isn't just a wall of rock and ice, it's the birthplace of three of the mightiest river systems on our planet.
The best way to think about the Himalayas is as Asia's Great Water Tower. From its massive glaciers, the Indus, the Ganga, and the Brahmaputra all begin their epic journeys. They sneak their way through multiple countries, carving up landscapes and nurturing civilizations that are thousands of years old. They are, quite literally, the arteries of this land.
So here's the big question, right? How do these rivers, all born from the same icy cradle, end up on such wildly different paths? Well, we're going to follow each of these three giants, from their shared origins all the way to the sea, to really get a feel for their unique personalities and the incredible impact they have.
Okay, let's start our journey with the Indus. With a total length of over 2,800 kilometers, this is one of the world's largest rivers, no question. Its story kicks off on the Tibetan Plateau, and from there it charts this dramatic course westward, cutting through some of the most rugged, unforgiving terrain you can imagine.
Its source is right near the sacred Mount Kailash, and up here, in the high-altitude deserts of Tibet, it's given this incredibly powerful name, Singi Kamban, which means the lion's mouth. And that really gives you a sense of the force with which it just explodes from that glacier. Now, the Indus doesn't travel alone. It gets fed by the famous 5 rivers of the Punjab region. The name Punjab literally means land of 5 waters. But what's really fascinating is that these aren't just names on a map. They have these ancient identities, recorded in texts like the Rig Veda, connecting them to thousands of years of human history. Just take the Jhelum, for instance, known way back when as the Vitasta. This river was the site of one of history's most famous clashes, the Battle of the Hydaspes. This is where Alexander the Great's relentless march eastward was fiercely challenged. History itself was literally written on these riverbanks. Okay, so from the dry, rugged west, we're now turning to the fertile heartland of India. This is where we follow the Ganga, a river that is so much more than just water. For millions and millions of people, it's a sacred deity, the mother of the plains. You see, the Ganga doesn't just bubble up from a single spot. It's actually born in this incredible holy union. You have the Bhagirathi River flowing from the massive Gangotri Glacier, and it travels down to meet the powerful Alaknanda at a sacred point called Devprayag. It's only after this divine merger that the river truly becomes the Ganga. Now look at this number. It's hard to even wrap your head around, right? This represents the largest river basin in all of India. It's a colossal area that sustains the farms, the industries, and the daily lives of hundreds of millions of people. It's one of the most densely populated river basins in the entire world. As the Ganga finally descends from the mountains at Haridwar, it starts a kind of pilgrimage of its own. It flows past some of India's most spiritually and historically important cities, and each one adds another layer to its incredible story, from the ancient steppes of Varanasi to the modern capital of Patna. And just like the Indus, the Ganga is fed by a whole network of tributaries. But here's an interesting little distinction. While the Yamuna is its longest tributary, traveling a huge distance to meet it, it's actually the Gagra, flowing down from the high Himalayas, that's its largest by volume. It's the one that contributes the most water to the mighty river. But these rivers aren't always gentle life-givers. One of the Ganga's tributaries, the Damodar, used to have this fearsome nickname, the Sorrow of Bengal. And that's because of the absolutely devastating floods it would cause. It's a really powerful reminder of the dual nature of these mighty rivers. All right, for our final journey, we're heading east to follow the most nomadic of these 3 rivers, the Brahmaputra. This one is a true powerhouse, a river that literally changes its name and its entire character as it carves a dramatic path across international borders on its way to the sea. Its identity is a total reflection of its journey. In Tibet, it's the calm, tranquil Tsangpo. Then, it carves this massive, spectacular gorge to smash its way into India, where it's first known as the Dihang. Then, in the huge plains of Assam, it just widens out and transforms into the broad, braided Brahmaputra. And by the time it reaches Bangladesh, it takes on yet another name, the Jamuna. The sheer power of the Brahmaputra is, it's astounding. It carries so much silt and so much water that it is literally built Majuli in the middle of its course in Assam. And this isn't just any island. It's one of the largest inhabited river islands on the planet. It's a whole unique culture and ecosystem completely surrounded by the river's flow. And all that incredible volume, it's fueled by these powerful tributaries roaring down from the eastern Himalayas. We're talking about rivers like the Teesta, which is the lifeline of Sikkim, and the Manas, which flows right out of Bhutan. They all bring water from totally different ecosystems, and they all contribute to the Brahmaputra's unbelievable might.
So we've followed three completely distinct paths, right? The westward Indus, the central Ganga, and the eastward Brahmaputra. Now we're finally at the spectacular final chapter of their journey, where two of these giants finally meet. But to really get what happens next, we need to understand the one thing that makes all three of these rivers so special. They're perennial. And all that means is that they flow all year round. In the summer, they get swollen by monsoon rains, and even in the dry season, they're kept alive by melting glacial ice. This constant, reliable flow is the bedrock of the whole region's stability.
Okay, this is where it all comes together. Down in Bangladesh, the Ganga, which is now called the Padma, meets the Brahmaputra, known there as the Jamuna. Their confluence is this monumental meeting of waters, which then flow together under a new, combined name, the Meghna.
And the ultimate result of this epic merger? Well, it's nothing short of breathtaking. As the Meghna empties into the Bay of Bengal, it drops billions of tons of Himalayan sediment, and over time, this has created the Sundarbans Delta. This isn't just a delta, it is the single largest river delta on Earth, a unique and vibrant ecosystem just teeming with life.
So from the lion's mouth in Tibet all the way to the world's largest delta, we've seen how these rivers are an ancient, life-giving force. But their story starts with ice. As our world changes and the planet's glaciers retreat, the very source of these mighty rivers is under threat. And that leaves us with one crucial, lingering question. What does the future hold for the subcontinent's greatest lifeline?